So hello my dear friends, welcome back. Welcome to your channel Cooking Astrology. First of all, I would like to thank all of you for subscribing my channel and liking my videos. Thanks a lot. So let's continue our Navamsa series in Vedic Astrology, and today in this video, let's try to decode Jupiter placement in the 11th house of your D-9 chart and what are going to be the positive, negative results that are particularly associated with this placement. Let's try to understand in this video. The very first thing, 11th house is the boost, okay? It's a sudden boost factor which is present inside your own life. Any sort of burst of energy, any sort of burst of enthusiasm which you are gaining into your own life, that is the 11th house. This is also the house which shows the combined desire of a husband and a wife. Like after getting into relationship, what is your own desire? And it's not necessarily, it's only the materialistic desires. Benefic planets like Jupiter also represent certain spiritual desires. Like you want to contribute something towards the society. Any sort of desire, combined desire is coming through the 11th house. This is also the house which actually shows the certain spiritual parameters, okay, which we will discuss later part. This is also the house which shows your children, okay, and how you are going to be working as a family man or as a woman after obtaining the child. So basically what kind of role and responsibility which you have gained in this present life after getting married is seen through 11th house. And this is also the house which shows the perception of you in your own eyes. 10th house is the perception of other people, like how other people are going to perceive you as a human being. Maybe they are going to perceive you as a hardworking person, family-oriented man, professional person, disciplined person. 11th house is the perception of you in your own eyes, like how you are going to perceive you. So it means this is not a hidden house. Everything is going to be there. You can see everything. Okay. So that is the 11th house. Now when the planet like Jupiter is coming into the 11th house, first of all, you are going to gain a very spiritual partner, extremely spiritual partner. And the level of spirituality from your partner is then going to be transmitted inside you. Because this is a karma which Jupiter is bringing in the 11th house. You will also see the pattern of you and your partner is going to be more over same if you are having Jupiter in the 11th house. Pattern simply means, suppose you are having rough childhood days, your partner is also going to be having same thing. Growing older, if you face some difficulties into the education, same problem is going to be there. Next, suppose you go into career, the kind of problems which your spouse will face, you will also face. So the same pattern of the life is going to be coming through the 11th house, and that is the reason I told you this is creating a very spiritual bond between two people, extremely spiritual person. I will also tell you, because of your Jupiter in the 11th house, you are also going to be attracting lot of spiritual persons into your own life, and that is because of your own aura. I told you Jupiter is in the 11th house. This shows how you are going to perceive you, the perception of you, okay, towards your own self, that is the 11th house. So Jupiter perception in the 11th house is just like a preacher, as a guide, as a consultant, as a mentor. Like I need to guide something, I need to give some contribution in the form of sharing my knowledge away. So the same urja, energy which you are giving away, the same kind of energy which you are going to be attracting into your own life. This is also going to make you a very knowledgeable person, but it's not necessarily the knowledge of family and raising a kids are also necessarily going to be coming with this graha. Because I will tell you one very important thing here. Jupiter in very core terms ruling over the sign of Sagittarius, and it's ruling over the sign of Pisces. Sagittarius is basically the belief system, okay? The belief system which you have gained because of your own family, upbringing, at the time of you growing as a child. So how the relationship between you and your parents are going to be there. Now Jupiter in the 11th house also have the capacity to actually retrace the same memories from the childhood actually. Now when the same person is going to be tried to implementing that same scenarios, Jupiter will try to look that part into more minute scale. Like there are certain faults in that relationship, so we need to remove it away. It's like that Jupiter will try to bring more and more perfection. But it's not necessarily Jupiter is bringing perfection, so it will perfect every area actually. It's not possible. It's not possible to perfect every area of your own life, because not everything is going to be in your own hand. But I will tell you, even if the perfection or slight improvement, I'm not using word perfection, but if slight improvement is going to be coming in one aspect or one area, then this have the capacity to reflect into other areas at the same time. Jupiter is also the graha which have the capacity to bring lot of spiritual desire, as I told you, between you and your partner. Although if some malefic planet is conjunct with Jupiter, like Jupiter is with Ketu, Saturn, Mars, Rahu, so it means there are going to be materialistic desires plus spiritual desire. But if suppose Jupiter is all alone, it only shows the spiritual desire. And these are the desires of you combined as a husband and wife. Like how we can contribute something towards the society, and the same set of spiritual belief system you will also see is actually getting transferred into the form of their own kids at the same time. Children can also going to bring a great amount of abundance in these people's life, because this is the planet of ever expansion. Jupiter is the planet which symbolizes expansion and growth. So I will tell you, you will see after getting married, the significance of Jupiter is getting tenfolded. By mean to say tenfolded, your life will expand, expand, expand and expand. And the reason why this, your life is expanding, so that it can fit maximum things in it. And that is the power of Jupiter in the 11th house. This is also a very good placement from the monetary standpoint of view, from the consulting activities point of view, spiritual point of view, astrology point of view. The only negative side of this Jupiter is with regards to the children actually. And that too if it is in affliction with Ketu, Rahu or some other malefic planets. Because I will tell you, most of the time, if Jupiter is having some affliction in the D9 chart, it shows there are certain Pitri dosha, which we call it as ancestral curses, which are also associated with Jupiter. And these are the curses which are coming from your own family. Jupiter also particularly represent the father side lineage. Okay, father and father side family. It means there are going to be certain obstacles which you will be facing at the time of obtaining a child. If Jupiter is afflicted, I will tell you, because this affliction to Jupiter have the capacity to cut down certain desires from your own life. Jupiter is not always keep on having more and more desire, because Jupiter understands this thing very easily. Like after achieving certain things in my life which are necessary for me to operate in this universe, there is no need for you to chase further things actually. But on the other hand, of for example, you are having malefics also with Jupiter, it will create that tug of war. It's just like the Rahu and Ketu axis, they trying to fight with one another. Like Rahu still want more and more desire, and Ketu like, no, please cut down the desires actually. Everything is there, no need for you to have more desires in your own life. So that tug of war is also going to be happening because of this Jupiter with some other malefic graha. With regards to children also, some conceiving related issues are going to be there. And I told you it's because of some affliction and some Pitri dosha. This can create some progeny related issues at the same time. Also, as I told you initially, combined relation and like both of you are going to be having same set of life, as like what kind of pattern which you have gone through, you will attract the same person. Now, why that is happening? It's known as karmic connectivity of two people. Because I will tell you, you need to pay attention towards the D1 chart also and look at the zodiac signs which are controlled by Jupiter, that is the Sagittarius and Pisces. Look where these two zodiac signs are posited into the D1 chart. I will tell you that same mapping is happening into that chart. Mapping simply means, suppose you are a Aries ascendant, Jupiter is gaining control over the 9th house and your 12th house. So it means the desire from 9th house and 12th house is going to be highest in this into this individual's life. 9th house represents your belief system, guru, teaching, preaching. So that are the highest desire. 12th house, foreign land, foreign country, exploring the foreign nationalities, exploring the foreign culture. So these are the form of desires which is going to be up there. If Sagittarius and Pisces are posited in some different houses, so desire from that particular area is going to be highest. Okay, and that is where this desire fulfillment is going to be becoming a chief main objective up there. Next important point, becoming a family man is also going to be becoming obstruction in front of the functionings of Jupiter. Although Jupiter in the female chart is going to be behaving totally different than a male chart, because in a female chart Jupiter symbolizes your husband. If you are having Jupiter in the 11th house, it means yes, financial independence is going to play a very significant role. But if you are a male watching this video and you are having Jupiter in the 11th house along with money, spiritual contentment is also going to play a very important role. And that is where, along with obtaining the money, you also need to have create a balance of energy. Balance of energy simply mean the intake of energy must need to be balancing out with the outgiving energy. So if, for example, you are consuming 50%, you also need to give away 50%. Otherwise, this Jupiter can create a lot of congestion inside a person. And this is the congestion because of your own family, the kind of situations which you have experienced in your own family. Jupiter is a graha of kutum, complete family. It means out of a sudden, all the family responsibility, not your wife and kids, all the family responsibilities are jumping upon your own shoulder. And that is the weakening factor. That is the reason Jupiter in the 11th house will sometime become a bit agitated, frustrated at the same time, because it will not be able to give more and more time towards all the aspects and all the areas of the life. It's also very important to have a very clear set of priorities in your own life. Okay, don't let other people demands suppress you as a human being. Because I will tell you one thing here, if your priority at some point is shifting into other area, it means you will not be able to prioritize your own self. But whereas if you are making yourself as a priority, then you have the capacity to help other people at the same time. So initially you need to stand yourself first, and then you need to set priorities. Okay, it's like doing one step at a time rather than doing multiple things together. In this way, you will be able to utilize the energy of Jupiter into the more positive way. So this is the analysis with regards to Jupiter placement in the 11th house, and I hope you have gained some deep insights in this video with me. If you want to contribute to my work, you can send me super thanks also. For any consultations, you can just drop me an email. Any marriage, career, business, spiritual consultation, do let me know. And make sure to subscribe my channel below, hit the like button if you really enjoyed this video. And I'm going to meet you very, very soon in the next video. Till then, bye-bye and Hare Krishna.